Vortex, I really do believe in this piano book thing. For real. I mean, why would I continue to do it if I didn't believe in it? I'm sure that a lot of people don't understand that because, well, they just don't have anything in their life that they're passionate about. You know, something that they make on their own. And that they understand why they do it. Other people don't have to understand it. I mean, I would say that it's a real testament to its importance. That's not to say that the most important things very few people know about. But I do think that the more popular something is, the more likely it is to be total trash or just a load of bullshit, you know? That's why people that don't have much talent are given so much time and attention and money, and people that don't really say anything that's that fucking interesting or different, but they got all these book deals, and somebody's gonna say I'm jealous. Of what? What's to be jealous of? I mean, I'm not going to deny it if I'm jealous of anything. Maybe it's, maybe it's just like being able to enjoy things without having to analyze them. Maybe that's what I'm jealous of. What chord should I play? Tell me, because I don't know what chords. I think it's better that I don't know. Because it allows me to trust the thing. That's the reason I'm doing this thing. I allow myself to make mistake after mistake. So should I relabel this channel like Amy Gross and Amy Gross's long series of mistakes? Damn it! I don't like that though. It doesn't sound that good. I promise, when it's good though, it's really good. I've noticed that. on. Cause you don't have enough people that refuse to trust it. That'll always be the case. People like me just get caught in another case. Cause we see straight through all the bullshit before the bullshit proves that that's exactly what it is. It's nothing to brag about, it's nothing to fight about, it's really nothing to go on and on and on about. But we still do. But we still do. Really, because I just don't know what else to do. That's the truth. I mean, if it seems like it's futile, it's so fucking hot. You really don't know, though. You really don't know what's gonna be the thing. That's why there's that saying, trust the process. Because when you trust the process, you know that it's all important. So you don't know what specific part of the process is going to advance you to the next level. So that's why it's so important to do everything. You know? People think that they're more likely to be famous, or they're more likely to be taken seriously if they have certain materials, you know? That's why capitalism is capitalism, because it offers this false promise that, oh, if you just have this stuff, you'll get ahead. You won't wake up every morning feeling emptier than the day before. You just need this thing and that thing, and that will advance you. You know? I obviously said, fuck that. I mean, I hate what smartphones have done to society. I hate what social media has done to society. I feel like if I give into that kind of stuff, if I do what the sheep tell me to do, then not only am I going to hate myself, but it probably won't, you know, do anything that they say. You know, it's like all these people that try to do a podcast, and they get like the big ass microphone, like that thing that it's like a circular microphone or something. Cylindrical. It's a sphere. It's a sphere. And they go, more people are going to pay attention to my podcast. I noticed this with like ASMR artists. So they have certain types of microphones. And then like the ASMR really showcases like, you know, the homogenization process. Because, you know, when one ASMR artist does something, they have certain sounds that they use, then you see all these other ASMR artists doing the same fucking shit. And I don't think that any of them think they're original though, so at least that's good. Probably the only art form that people aren't cocky about. understanding, it's a very, very supportive community. Probably because it's not an actual art form, but whatever. I mean, it's cool. Like, there are some people that I'm really impressed with, but then there's everybody else that does it. But, I mean, I benefit from it. So, can't really complain about it as an art form if I get something out of it. Shit where I eat. But I'm not just shit where I eat, I'm shit while I eat. It's another level. But I typically don't leave comments. Let me tell you who leaves comments. Mass consumers. It's mass consumers leave more comments than anybody. Every once in a while you'll have some crazy artists like Lauren that will actually make stuff and be attentive to the needs of others online. But yeah, I don't really see much of that though. So it's like you're either an artist that, and I know that there's like varying degrees of this, by the way, but it's like you're either an artist that's making stuff a lot, that hardly ever leaves comments because you know as an artist it doesn't matter what your opinion is of this person's opinion, or your opinion of their content, or your opinion of their like whatever they're doing in the video, or so you gotta have artists that are apathetic about what other people think, as they should be. Or you have mass consumers that want to get into these petty squabbles on the internet, where it doesn't mean anything at all. I think it's just like they're wasting away. They want other people to waste away with. So getting into an argument over politics or about a video on YouTube, you know, that I don't know how much time that is. Like in internet time is significantly shorter than regular ass time. And regular ass time is already questionable. I'm too far ahead. But like I'll notice these arguments that people get into. These two people are just going back and forth, and I wonder like how long they were doing that. But then I remember like they have phones, Amy, and when you have a phone on your person all the time, you can literally argue with people all day long, you know? So for me, if somebody leaves a mean comment, I have to wait all day to respond, and some of the time I don't even respond because that person's not worth my time. But I have to remember that, yeah, most of the world isn't like that. Most of the world has like billions of strangers in their pocket all the time that they can go back and forth with, so that they don't have to be alone. How terrible of a life that must be. To just go on the internet and argue with people. I would hate myself. But don't even think they see themselves. So if they can't see themselves, then they can't hate themselves anywhere near as much as they should. You know? Is that mean to say that? Am I a bad Christian? It's just an honest critique, okay? Most people ain't ready for that. So, you know, if I see a behavior that I think is bad, you know, I think that there is something to that. Like, it's a superiority thing. Like, you feel like, oh, I'm really important because I'm setting the world right. You know? So if I comment on this person's video that I don't like, or if I complain about this type of behavior, you know, on Twitter or Telegram or something like that, then I feel like I'm contributing to something. But I guess I just never understood why people would think that that's what's happening. You know? Like, why do I think that sending a tweet... You remember that stupid bullshit on Instagram with, like, the black box? Like, people are putting up a black box to represent black people or something. And like, this black box represents that Black Lives Matter. Some stupid bullshit. And you had all these liberals that, like, couldn't wait to do it. And then you had, like, even more arrogant liberals that were like, no, I'm gonna do something different. But it's still gonna represent the same thing. You could just spend time with people and not make it about race. You could do that, you know? I think it's really weird if you're obsessed with race. Not to say that we're not allowed to talk about it or anything. Not to say that we shouldn't draw any kind of attention to it. But it just seems kind of weird that people are so obsessed with, like, pointing out certain aspects of identity. You know? To me, that seems a lot more, let's not say racist, since that word means nothing. But I would say that that's a lot more questionable than somebody that just makes, you know, openly racist statements. So, I think I would trust the politically correct person way less than the unabashedly racist person. Because at least the unabashedly racist person isn't hiding anything. Versus the person that's, like, cleaning up their language and, you know, treating certain groups of people like they're so weak. They need to be protected by my fucking candy ass language, you know? But this is one of the reasons why I am a very, like, disagreeable person, I suppose, because I just don't really care if I come across, like, if I'm offensive, like, if I end up hurting somebody's feelings or something, like, that is something that I do care about. But if I'm just joking, or, you know, I'm talking about an experience that I've had, like, I'm not dolling up my language for the approval of some fucking losers, you know? Like, I just really pity liberals because it's like they're constantly doing that. Like, everything that they do is, like, image-based. And no, I don't mean all liberals, because I know that some of you actually push back on all this identity crap. So, congratulations. But, yeah, man. It's like, leftists really have to push back on that, just like people on the right have to push back on racism. You know? Well, one of my favorite things to do is push back. But I do it in ways that actually matter. You know, having a flip phone, that's a good example of actually pushing back. But yeah, you know, if somebody just makes a statement and it's like very stereotypical or something, you know, you could just casually insert, oh, that's a stereotype. Yeah, it's usually correct, but sometimes it's not.